power pass power, corruption pass corruption, technology also pass technology. Who knew that the rich and mighty could be shaken? Hello, listeners. Welcome to another episode of News Analysis. What's trending? What's happening in the country today? Okpebholo and APC in Edo State have been shaken and frightened by the exposure of systemic rigging in Edo State election. The independent analysis by the Antena Center for Policy and Leadership, a non-partisan research institute, has shown the sham of an election that installed Monday Okpebholo as governor of Edo State, clearly throwing the governor-elect and his godfathers into a frenzy yesterday. The independent analysis by Antena Center for Policy has shaken the Edo State governor in the person of Monday Okpebholo. Channels TV in their show Politics Today had the mindless and unprecedented transgression of the Independent National Electoral Commission and their conspirators, the Edo All Progressive Congress (APC), laid bare. The show must have been a difficult 30 minutes for even the most vile of criminals. Taunted by overwhelming evidence and data exposing the systemic rigging and brazen subversion of the people's will during the September 21st governorship election, the APC, rather than covering its face in shame, resorted to smear campaign, lies and propaganda in a last-ditch effort to distract from the daylight robbery and undermine the integrity of revered institutions, advocating for the judiciary to right the wrong of the electoral umpire and their conspirators. But will the government actually go back on their decision? Most times, whether there is evidence or not, no matter the level of evidence presented before a court, if they have made up their mind to put a particular person in power, they do not mind crossing every mountain and every ocean and disregarding every political and legal term in order to do what best suits them. The independent analysis broadcast yesterday is the outcome of a forensic examination of data and documents made available to the Research Institute by the Independent National Electoral Commission. It revealed a widespread manipulation and substantial interference in the electoral process by the umpire. But the APC, who is party to the robbery, would rather the findings be dismissed, distorted or buried under a barrage of propaganda and baseless accusations. Among other things, the center uncovered shocking discrepancies in the election results, showing that INEC inflated the number of accredited voters by over 100,000 in 798 polling units. Now wow, INEC, wonders shall never end. We know say una dey do, we know say una dey lie, but this one come pass our power. They also discovered that polling officers recorded 580,000 accredited voters, yet INEC's back end mysteriously produced 687 voters, which further portrays the evidence that is deliberately tampered with the election. Unsurprisingly, as a party of electoral fraudsters, the APC would prefer that this fraud on a massive scale is upheld and normalized, seeking desperately to silence voices of dissent and attacking any institution or individual who dares to speak out against this barefaced theft, or should we say daylight robbery. APC have decided to show forth their face and counter as many people who dares to counter them. In their desperate quest for power at all costs, the APC has continued to undermine democratic processes. They've distorted the truth and manipulated the system to have a grip on power. This shows what the APC really represents, a party that values personal and political gain over the interest and will of the people, willingly to subvert justice and erode the very foundation of democracy. Omo wahala for who still dey find democracy for this Nigeria. APC has made it clear that this government is government for them, of them, and for them. Government of the people, by the people, and for the people no longer works in this administration. If the government does not benefit, then they would not do it. Every single act carried out by APC, me Nigerians just shall know, say na their pockets everything they go. The government clearly and obviously does not actually care for the people. The people should bring down their hopes, because they will keep getting their hopes dashed daily if they should believe this APC government. So wetin Nigerians dey talk now? This kind tori wey drop like this, what do Nigerians have to say? A comment here says, when there is an election, let it be free, fair, transparent, and credible. When there is no ambiguity, the results will be accepted in the spirit of sportsmanship, just like the US election. Even before the official declaration by the electoral body, the winner was already known. No need to go to court when it is free, fair, transparent, and credible. This is what a true democracy means. Another person don talk say, they are not jittery about anything. They can only be jittery if we had an impartial and independent judiciary. But with the kind of judges we have on bench, why should they be jittery? This one too not true. Inasmuch as evidences will be presented, APC know that once they go to court, they can just wave this off and bring justice, or rather injustice, back into the system. They already have the judiciary and legislature at the palm of their hands. Omo, this APC, fear them. Another netizen says, Okpebholo is not jittery because PDP is fond of coming up with fake allegations through their manifestation and manipulation. In any case, the court will just be laughing at them, because if they truly have evidence, they could have kept it and not bring it to court. Why are they going from one TV house to another to prove that they won when they should have done that in court? Omo, where this guy sleep, abeg? Okpebholo is not jittery. Is that what you say? APC has falsified this evidence. Is that what you say? Nigerians do not even know who to believe anymore. I believe PDP is not taking this to court, because last we know say courts no fit do anything. Na person wey dey power go rule last. The courts has no say, because the ruling party always have the judiciary and legislative in the palm of their hands. So who Nigerians won't believe now? Where Nigerians won't face? For more updates and for recent happenings on these stories and more, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel.